Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my dear friends and family, whatever time zone you are in. I hope this finds you well.
So, Paul, before we even start,
Yeah.
mince pie or Christmas pudding?
Oh, see, I'm not a massive fan of either.
Are you not?
No, I'm not.
How can
I
you
love
not?
pastry. I love
How can you
pastry.
not like mince pies?
I just don't. I don't. I like an apple tart. I love an apple
that
tart.
wasn't an option. It was mince pie or Christmas pudding.
But if I had to pick one
Yeah.
or the other, sticky toffee pudding.
No.
Um,
That wasn't a question.
Mince pie.
It would be mince pie.
Yeah, it would be mince
I
pie.
am very partial to a brandy mince pie.
All right, okay, fair enough. My dad loves Christmas puddings, but I find them too stodgy.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, that being said, I had one the other day that was like a crossover between a sticky toffee pudding and a Christmas pudding.
Okay, I don't know which part you didn't hear. I didn't mention sticky toffee pudding.
I know, but you mentioned Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
And Christmas pudding is part of the crossover. So let me rant. I had a pudding that was somewhere between a Christmas pudding and a sticky toffee pudding, and wow. It was like a Christmas pudding, but all fluffy and spongy.
That sounds. I do agree.
Very
Christmas puddings are normally very stodgy, very heavy.
Yeah. I'm just not a massive fan of them, and they're nuts. So, what are we studying today?
We are going through the Jesus's genealogy.
Oh, genetics.
Genetics.
There are two stories of Jesus' genealogy.
Is there two or is there three?
Well, I see what you did there. Yes, there's three.
Sorry, who was right?
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
So the one that we're not going to touch on that much is that Jesus is the Son of God.
Yes.
Okay? It's what we're going to focus on.
Yes.
We are going to mention it.
Yeah.
That Jesus is the Son of God.
Yes.
The ones that we're going to focus on are the human aspects.
Yes.
So the genetics.
Yes.
The lineage of David and the lineage, not David. Yeah, the lineage of David, but where it ends up with Joseph and where it ends up with Mary.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Nice.
There's some interesting characters.
There most certainly is.
Yeah. We've just recorded a short to entice you guys into it, and we mentioned that there is some interesting hinky characters, I think is the word that I used. Hinky. Which is a word that is not part of my everyday vocabulary. But yeah.
You threw it in there anyway.
I threw it in there anyway. So there's two.
Yep.
And the one that I want to focus on is the one in Luke.
Okay.
So I'm going to hand the one in Matthew to you.
Okay,
And you can have the sloppy seconds.
Oh, wow. Actually, Matthew wrote the book first.
He did, yes. The reason I like Luke is because he's a historian. So he's like really dug into this. And made sure that it's all 100%. Not that Matthew hasn't, because Matthew was quite a stickler when it came to his records as well.
Oh, he was very, very particular.
There is an interesting thing to say. The reason why there's only two Gospels that have the lineage of Jesus in is because they're written by the two biggest nerds.
Yeah.
Okay? So John was the disciple that Jesus loved the most. That's how he's described. And Mark, so as we mentioned in other videos, the scholarly people that study the Bible suggest that Mark is actually Peter. So Mark is a scribe working on behalf of Peter.
Yeah.
And transcribing what Peter remembers, which makes it really interesting because the book of Mark
Yeah.
is the biggest critic of Peter.
Yeah.
So that shows what kind of person Peter is.
Yeah.
You know.
I personally love Matthew because Matthew really focused on emphasizing what Jesus actually said.
Yes. Yeah. So Mark made intense efforts.
Yeah.
To record word for word what Jesus said, and that's something that is well documented. You know, it's something that's fairly well known.
Yeah.
Which one are we going to start on? I'd like to take Luke first.
Let's go for it then.
Because I am impatient. And Luke, scholarly.
Yes.
It's been sort of decided almost that it's rather than being Joseph's lineage, it's actually Mary's, which is really interesting. Why is Mary's lineage important?
What do you mean, why is Mary's? Well, because she's female, and for Jesus to come as fully human and fully God, he needed to be inside a woman's for the gestation period, so he had a human body.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's where he gets his human from.
Yes.
You know?
Human form from.
Human form from, yeah. So the reason that this is discussed is because there's a footnote.
Yeah.
There's an addendum.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So Luke's coverage of the genealogy of Jesus is son of, but there's only one that has a little thing next to it.
So how many do not?
76. And the 77th has a little thing next to it.
But only the 77th.
Well, it's the first, but if you were to count
down, yeah.
From the oldest one.
So we're saying one out of the whole bunch.
One out of the whole bunch has a little note next to it.
Yeah.
Which suggests that son in the Jewish can mean sometimes more of a grandson or a distant relative or even in-laws. So that's really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the very first one that's noted.
Yeah.
So it's noted that Joseph was son, little footnote, of Heli.
Yeah.
And Heli is probably, most likely,
is
Mary's ancestor, father, grandfather, either. Yeah? Which is really interesting. And the reason we know that is because in Matthew, Joseph's dad is Jacob.
Yeah.
So we've got Heli or Eli.
Yeah.
Depending on your translation.
Yep.
Some translations of Matthew might say Joachim.
Yeah.
But Jacob and Joachim are synonymous.
Yeah.
But let's go for it.
Okay.
So I'm going to do Luke.
Yes.
And that is Jesus' genetic family.
Okay.
And your job is Matthew.
Okay.
And that is his legal family. So when a dad adopts a son in these times, they would adopt the entire family.
Oh gosh,
you
lineage. Don't get to pick and choose.
Yeah. You just, it's like...
It's the whole thing or nothing.
You're not an adopted son. You're now just a son.
Yeah.
And that was a really difficult decision for Joseph to make, wasn't it? It needed a lot of guidance in it, didn't it? Which I get. I absolutely get. But there are 77 generations between Adam and Jesus. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, hang on, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
77 noted.
Yeah.
What about the 400 years between Old Testament and New Testament?
The 400 years of silence. Well, there are some apocryphal notations of that time that we kind of that we don't use.
Yeah.
Or we can't historically verify.
No.
But there are 77 generations listed in the Bible.
Yes.
In Luke.
Yeah.
Why is that number interesting? I'll tell you why that number is interesting.
Oh, no.
While you cough.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. 77 is an interesting number because, so in Hebrew, numbers have meanings.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep.
And the number 7 in Hebrew is taken to mean completion.
Yes.
Okay? Or perfection.
Yeah.
Okay? Or perfect completion. One of the three. So 77, 7 sevens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like ultimate completion. It's similar with 3.
Yeah.
3 is a similar number.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of other numbers. We're not going to touch on them now, but they're all really interesting.
Yes.
Jewish numbers, if you want to look them up, go for it. It's really
It's
interesting.
an interesting topic.
If you're a nerd, which I am. So, 77, the only one that's mentioned as different
Yep.
is the connection between Joseph and Heli.
Yes.
We're going to go through some of them. I'm going to go backwards through them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start at the end of that section and move towards Jesus
Okay.
instead of moving away from Jesus.
Yep.
Because I like to move towards Jesus.
I think that's the idea for everyone.
So I'm going to do the matriarch. You're going to do the patriarch. There are some really interesting characters.
Oh, yes, there is.
Really interesting characters. So the first is God.
Yep.
God created Adam.
Yep.
Yep. Adam and Eve had a couple of sons.
Yep.
One of them was killed by his brother.
Yes.
So Cain and Abel happened.
Yep.
And then Seth
came
along. And Seth is where we separate from Adam and Eve.
Yep.
So we're not Cain, we're not Abel,
No.
we're Seth.
Yep.
Okay? Which is interesting because Seth is not such a big character compared to the other two. But he is touched on quite a lot.
Yeah.
But those two being the originals, you know,
Yeah.
Cain and Abel, it's yeah, that's interested me. We've then got Enosh, Kenan, Mahalel, which is a weird name, Jared, and then the next really interesting one, is Enoch.
Enoch. Okay.
Now, why is Enoch interesting? Enoch. The story of Enoch is interesting because Enoch was loved so much by the Lord that he didn't feel death.
Wow.
He was just taken. He was just straight up yeeted.
Really?
Straight into heaven with Jesus.
Nice.
It was the book genuinely says that he was just taken into heaven by Jesus. He is talked about in Genesis 5:24, where it states that Enoch walked with God.
Yep.
And he was not, for God took him.
Yep.
So he just died, just straight up into heaven, which is incredible.
Yeah.
A few generations later, we've got actually the next generation is Methuselah.
Oh.
Do we know who Methuselah is?
I know who Methuselah is.
Okay, who's Methuselah?
Methuselah is the grandfather of Noah.
Yes. Methuselah is said to have lived the longest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is just before the Great Flood. This is before God decided that humans and their destructive ways couldn't live.
For the hundreds of years like they had done before.
Well, you say hundreds. It literally is hundreds. Methuselah, how old was he when he died?
I have absolutely no idea.
969 years old.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How?
Wow. Could
Yeah.
you handle living that long?
No.
I'd have gone on a murderous rampage if I'm honest. I struggle with people in Tesco's for more than 5 minutes. So, yeah. So he then has, where are we? Lamech.
Yep.
And then Lamech has Noah.
Yes.
Noah, of course, we know.
Yep.
Being the guy of the flood, the big boat. He's a really interesting pivoting point in the stories of the Old Testament. It's this change away from like the world being occupied by sin with a lack of righteousness.
Yes.
To God deciding to be wrathful. Wiping everyone out except a family.
Yep.
Essentially pressing the reset button.
Yeah.
And then seeing the devastation that he'd caused, the havoc that he reaped, making a promise never to do it again.
What's the symbol of that promise, Adam?
The symbol of that promise is a dove.
Yeah.
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 It's a dove.
But what about...
And an olive branch.
And an olive branch.
Well, twig, but yeah.
And what about... Is there anything to do with rainbows in this?
There is, yes. There is. And what picture have we chosen? We've got a rainbow.
We've got a rainbow.
We've got a rainbow.
We've got a rainbow.
So, Noah had a couple of kids. One of them being Shem. Shem is one of Noah's 3 sons.
Yep.
He is considered the original ancestor of the Semitic people.
Right.
The Semitics, of course, being Jewish.
Yeah.
He is incredibly important in terms of the lineage, and the blessing of Shem by Noah is like it's like a pointer. It's a signifier towards the importance of what's going to come of Shem.
Yeah.
You know, we've got.
Before we move on as well,
can
we just discuss this with Noah as well, because I am really quite passionate about the women in the Bible.
Yes.
And I think it's important that we just take a moment to say, and this is, I understand the male lineage in it all, but we also have to remember that before the floods came, Noah went out and made sure that each of his sons had a wife.
Yeah.
So that what could happen?
So that they could repopulate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really annoying, isn't it, that there is such a focus on the blokes, on the lads.
Yeah, I just think, let's not take away the female stance on things. It's without females, as we go on to explore, as we dive through this lineage, they play a very pivotal role.
They do indeed, and it's really important to touch on those pivotal roles. Noah's wife was, I believe, mentioned as a source of encouragement
Yeah.
eternally. Like, she just wouldn't give up encouraging him,
Yeah.
which is something that ultimately he needed.
Yes.
Um,
And that even that goes back to Adam and Eve
yeah,
when God recognized that it was not good for Adam, even though Adam
For-
had all
yeah.
of the animals and
for a man to exist
It's
without accompaniment.
that Adam needed a helper.
So we're gonna skip a few generations.
Yep.
There's some interesting people in there.
Yep.
But we're going to go to, as I've counted them, number 21.
And who have you got there?
Number 21 is Abraham.
Hello.
Hey. So, Judaism and Christianity are both known as Abrahamic religions.
Yep.
There's one more, but we won't touch on that.
Can I just say another thing? I'm
Yeah.
really sorry. I'm really throwing loads of
That's
loads
okay.
of input.
Go for it.
So Abraham was renamed Abram.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's I just think it's interesting
Yeah.
that in this lineage he has gone in as Abraham.
Yeah. Yeah. You're absolutely
And
right.
what happened? What happened? Please tell me what happened for him to go from Abraham to Abram.
Well, you tell me.
His wife gave birth at a very old age.
Yep. So, this is where Matthew's genealogy starts.
Yes,
So
it is.
Luke's got a few more generations in there, 21 generations before he's reached the point where Luke's covered it,
Yeah.
and then Matthew joins in afterwards,
Yeah.
which I think is lovely
Yeah.
because it's just shoring up the similarities.
Yes.
You know, where they absolutely agree with each other on
Yeah.
this. This is where the interesting bits start, though. This is really interesting.
Okay.
So, we've got Abraham.
We have Abraham.
Abraham has a couple of kids.
Yes.
Ishmael and Isaac.
Yes.
Remember Ishmael, he'll come in interesting in a little bit.
Yeah.
But Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac is an interesting character. Isaac is the one that he went to sacrifice.
Yes.
And if you read that story, and if you read it in the light of knowing who Jesus is,
Yeah.
and what Jesus did,
Yeah.
and why Jesus did it, and why God allowed it to happen, or why God, maybe not allowed is the wrong word. It is the wrong word. Why God made it happen.
Yeah.
That puts that entire story into an intriguing,
Absolutely.
introspective
And
position.
it must have really, really hit hard for him when he was called to make a sacrifice like that.
But he did it obediently.
He followed obediently, didn't question absolutely anything. And, it wasn't until towards the end of these events where we see that the son realizes that, oh, hang on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know what's going on here now.
Yeah.
And yet, God allows for him to come so close to sacrificing his son before stopping him, and has placed a ram nearby as the spotless ram. It's the indicator, and straight away, every time I reread this story, I can't help but think
It's crazy, isn't it?
it's that's a symbolism of Jesus' coming.
Yep, absolutely.
There is always another way.
Yep, absolutely. And then we've got Isaac has a son called Jacob.
Yep.
Jacob is a little bit too eager to mate with those in his local vicinity.
Well, Jacob is a really interesting character.
Jacob is a really interesting character.
Because Jacob had to work for so many years to be able to marry the woman that he wanted to marry.
And then
when the time came for him to marry
as
Rachel,
is allowed in those times, the father-in-law
swapped out Rachel for Leah.
Yeah.
And the most interesting thing of this is he didn't love Leah.
No.
Yet she was the one who bore him the most children.
Yep. So he had 4 with Leah. 6 with Leah.
Thank you.
7,
hello. Thank
7.
you.
He had
What?
7
Can we explain?
with Leah.
Let's explain why.
Because there was a daughter.
Thank you.
I was just focusing on the sons.
Yeah.
Sorry. He had 7 with Leah.
Yep.
He then had 2 with Leah's servant.
Yep.
It was Rachel.
Yep.
He had 2 with Rachel and 2 with Rachel's servant.
Yeah.
Which is questionable. One of which...
But it was normal for those times.
Well, yeah.
It was normal.
Does that mean that we should be okay with it?
I'm not saying we should be okay with it.
Yeah.
But
right.
you have to also remember, predominantly, a woman's role
Yeah.
was to bear children.
Yeah. It's I'm really glad that we've evolved
Yes.
since then.
Yes.
If we can call it evolving. But yes, so we've got Isaac, Jacob, and then Judah. Which is really interesting.
Yes.
Why is Judah so interesting? I'm glad you asked me. Judah is so interesting because Judah is another one of these mixed characters. Okay? So, Judah was, first of all, one of Jacob's sons.
Yes.
Had a really fancy coat. Okay. I'm not going to say the word, but it had many colours.
Okay.
Okay. And this kid was called Joseph.
Yeah.
Okay. Joseph was favoured by Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
And
Judah.
No, favoured by
Jacob. Sorry, yep.
And Judah and the rest of the brothers.
Yes, that's right.
Flipping hated that.
Yeah.
Really, really hated that.
Yeah.
So, there was a plot put in place.
Oh yeah, there
to kill Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where Judah comes in really interesting. Because Judah is the one that suggests selling him.
Mm-hmm.
Who does he sell him to?
To the not nice peoples.
The Ishmaelites. Descended from Ishmael.
Yeah.
All the way back.
Yes.
Yep. I told you to remember Ishmael. He would come in interesting. But so Judah convinces the rest of the brothers to sell. I'm trying to say sell. To sell Joseph into slavery.
Yeah.
In Egypt.
Yeah.
And then Joseph goes on his merry way.
Yeah.
As a slave.
Yeah.
Does a whole thing that we're not going to touch on.
No.
But ends up in charge.
Yep.
Okay. And then one of Judah's other brothers, called Benjamin,
yes,
was captured
yep,
by a ruler in Egypt.
yes,
And Judah, having grown up,
yep,
offers himself
yep,
as a sacrificial slave in place of Benjamin.
mm-hmm.
Okay. This, by the way, we're talking about the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yes.
This is what the 12 tribes
yep,
of Israel are. Judah being one of them, Benjamin being another, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
That leader was Joseph, the brother that was sold into slavery.
Yep.
And in seeing the difference in Judah, reunited the entire family. So, Judah has a bit of a redemption arc, I think,
Until
until
he sleeps with Tamar.
yeah.
Or
Oh no.
maybe not to his knowledge.
Hmm.
When we read the events,
Yeah.
it is clear it was not to his knowledge.
Yeah, it was a bit
It was
questionable.
yes.
Yeah.
He was.
I think the thing is, like, if it's so easy to brainwash people into thinking that everything that led up to Jesus is brilliant, happy, shiny. It would be so easy to make a lineage
And maybe that's what half of the problem is.
that would be so perfect.
It's not about perfection.
No, it's not. It's
Wake
about
up,
reality.
people.
It's about reality.
Yes.
So
Tamar was very deceitful.
yeah.
Tamar.
Well, let's not go into too many details because there's trigger warnings that we should be putting in place.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, she
but
was very
yeah,
deceitful and a liar. And anyway,
there was some hinky stuff going on.
yeah, Tamar.
I've used that word again.
Yeah.
Hinky.
Tamar and Judah were intimate and they had children.
Yeah. Yep. And then I'm going to skip on a little bit.
Let's not go too far, please.
Let's not go too far. Okay, we've got Perez. We've got Hezron.
Yep, so those are Tamar's children, yeah?
Yep. We've got Arnie.
Ah, you see, this is where we start to differentiate.
Admin. Aminadab.
Yep.
Hashon.
Nashon, yeah.
Salmon.
Oh, we know that one.
Salmon.
Do a salmon impression.
You're not going to pick that up on the
No,
microphone,
that's
are
true.
you? Yeah. That was a fish impression, by the way. You didn't hear it because it was too quiet. Salmon. Salmon's kid. Now, this is a cool name, and this is a cool person.
Okay.
Boaz.
Hello.
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 Boaz
Boaz.
is a really cool name, especially if you say it like Mr. Bean. Boaz. Rowan Atkinson overpronounces his B's.
Ah.
Happy little fact for you there.
Okay.
Boaz. Why is Boaz so interesting?
Because we have Rahab.
We have Rahab.
We have Rahab.
Let's talk about Rahab.
Rahab.
Yep.
So Rahab... again, I should be careful with my wording.
Yep. It's some more of that hinky stuff, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the hinky stuff this time? So the hinky stuff before is lack of knowledge or lack of awareness.
Yep.
What's the hinky stuff in this one?
Where people would exchange stuff to be able to be intimate with people.
Right. So, is it prostitution?
Yes.
Yeah. So, who is accused?
In what aspect are we heading down here?
Who is accused of soliciting?
Rahab.
Rahab. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who is Rahab?
She is Rahab.
Rahab. Okay. Rahab.
So Rahab is
someone who has sex with people in return for things.
Yeah, most probably things
money.
like not necessarily. So we automatically think of it like that in this day and age because that's what the world revolves on. Back then it was probably for lodgings, for food and clothing and stuff like that. It was much of a muchness but different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. But Boaz has, has a bit of a redemption arc, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us about Boaz's redemption
No,
arc?
you tell us. It's the male aspect there. I'm hitting in with the females.
Okay. Boaz is Ruth. Yeah?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Um.
Ruth's
But yeah.
son's
Yeah.
wife.
So Ruth. Yeah. Ruth is a really good example.
Yeah.
Ruth is a really good example because
Yeah.
Ruth was one of the daughters, the only daughter that stood by her mother-in-law when her mother-in-law's husband and all of her sons died.
Yeah.
And she stayed. She was very loyal.
Yeah.
She stayed with the mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law was called Naomi, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
And then when they settled in the new land, and she started working in amongst the fields, and she would start by just picking up the leftovers.
Yeah.
And then the mother-in-law encouraged Ruth to
attempt a relationship with Boaz. Yeah, it was, and they were really, really sweet, and Boaz redeemed the whole thing.
Yes.
There was a whole, it's just a beautiful story. Go check it out. It's gorgeous. I love it.
It is a good story. It is a good story.
Boaz and his son Obed.
Yep.
And then Obed.
Yep.
Had a son called Jesse.
Yes.
Why is Jesse important?
Why is Jesse important?
Well, because Jesse...
Yeah.
May or may not have, and this is up for debate.
Oh.
Again, this is one of those scholarly things that are being debated.
Okay.
May or may not have had an illegal wedding. Okay? So, he had a few sons, and then the mother of those sons, I believe, passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And then may or may not have had a son with a different woman who he had married illegitimately. And this is up for debate, so don't take this as solid doctrine. Don't take this as word of law.
Yeah.
But that son was called David.
Interesting.
David was later pronounced as King of Israel.
Yeah.
In place of Saul.
Mm-hmm. And that's a magnificent story in its own right.
That is a magnificent story in its own right. But
did it mean, so even though his story was a magnificent story about how he came to take the throne over from Saul, does that mean that David was perfect?
No. Absolutely not. No. In no way, shape or form. So, David was described as a man after God's own heart. But...
However...
David wasn't perfect.
No.
And I think this is something that we're getting from this line.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more names to come.
Yep.
And I'm going to skip over quite a few of them because we've sort of touched on the really interesting ones.
Yeah, so can we talk about David?
But David was human.
Yeah.
He was absolutely human.
They're all human, really.
And he was a poet
and
a soldier
and
a shepherd and
a king.
And he was such a mess that sometimes he let himself get away with himself. He made some really bad decisions. And he didn't set the best of examples.
Unfortunately not.
No. But he was always humble. Especially when it came to God.
When it came to God, absolutely. I would like to really touch on the fact of where we read the event where he is looking out from his palace at the time, and he saw that woman bathing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The woman's name was Bathsheba,
Mm-hmm.
who was already married.
Yep.
Um,
And therefore out of bounds.
mm,
Or,
yes, technically
or
she
not
was.
so much to the king.
But David, being king,
Yep.
desired her,
Yep.
wanted her.
And did some hinky stuff.
Hinky.
I'm going to use that word a lot this
Yeah.
video, I feel like.
And then in the tragic turn of events, the only way that David feels he can handle the situation when she turns out to be pregnant is to go ahead and have her husband killed.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's not a good role model.
No.
But he was chosen by God.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the beauty of it. You don't have to be perfect to be chosen by God.
No.
All you've got to do is have an open mind and a willing heart.
I think it's really interesting when we talk about, and we're mentioning some interesting stories, like any Christian, and we touched on it last week, any Christian that doesn't see themselves in desperate need of mercy is a Christian that's lying to themselves.
Yeah.
We as human beings think so many horrendous thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Which is a sin in its own right.
And participate in so many horrendous deeds.
Yep.
You know, none of us are innocent.
Absolutely not.
David is just like us.
Yeah.
He had lust issues.
Yeah.
Okay. And yet he continued to serve.
Mm-hmm.
He continued to love God. He continued to try and be better.
Yes.
Okay. David, so this is where I really like this. Really like this. David's link to Jesus through his son Nathan.
Yeah.
Now, why? Why Nathan? Would that be by any chance because his best friend was called John Nathan?
Yeah.
Jonathan? John Nathan? Interesting. Anyway, and when I say best friend, I mean like soul brother, like soul tied brother, like they were the same person. And then it all just kind of goes a bit boring, really. We've got Matiah, Mena, Melia, Eliakim. Eliakim is referral to God again. There's a lot of these names sort of are Hebrew for God-related things. Jonam, Joseph, Judah, another Judah, Simeon, Levi, Matat, Jorim, Eleazar, Joshua, not the Joshua that you're thinking of, Elmadam, Kosam, Adi, Melchi, Neri, and then we've got a granddad and a grandson, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandson is Zerubbabel.
Okay.
Zerubbabel. Who is Zerubbabel?
Oh.
It's the only overly interesting one left. Okay. So Zerubbabel was really important in the rebuilding of the temple. Okay. So when they were exiled, and they had to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem. Zerubbabel was part of that. And that's the last really famous one.
I think it's really interesting when we read through these genealogies about how the similar names are used over and over again. And quite rightly when you were like saying, you know, Joshua, not the Joshua, you know, but it because they are so popular at the time and they are used regularly, it's still a reminder of what those people did
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
promises.
I mean, we've got a couple of the really important names in here as well. Not the ones that we're thinking of, but references to them. So Nahum,
Mm-hmm.
Amos,
Yeah.
Ammon,
Yes.
Matthias,
Yes.
Jonan, which is similar to
Yeah.
Jonah. There's quite a few other Nagai,
Yeah.
Melchi,
Yeah.
quite a few references
Yes, of course.
across.
Yeah.
But that is essentially all the way down from, so the last interesting one is number 57, and then 20 names later we get to Jesus.
We get to Jesus.
We get to Jesus.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that I've taken away from the studies that I've done with you today
Yeah.
is I'm very aware that I am the furthest from good or perfect or anything positive. I have struggled for a very long time with my self-value.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I'm taking away from this is that it, to an extent,
Yeah.
it don't matter.
It doesn't.
None of it matters.
And I think
Because if God needs you,
He's
and
going
if
to
God's
use you.
going to, if God needs to bring something out of you, He's going to do it. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
He
I think
brought Jesus out of Judah,
yes. Yeah.
the guy that sold his brother
Brother.
as a slave,
Yeah.
all the way down to Jesus.
Yeah, and then as we're reading through the genealogy, it's clear that there's loads of outsiders, there's loads of Gentiles.
There's tons of them.
There is so many, and it's just a reminder that God's plan is to include all outsiders and join many nations together.
Yeah. I think, is there anything else that you need to add? Because I mean I'm done. We've
done.
come to.
Okay, that's fine, but that's fine. So, but we've also touched on the fact that throughout the lineage there is the scandalous and sin, but there's also faith and courage, because when you look at Rahab, for all she was a prostitute, she also hid spies.
Yes, yeah, and I think
Ruth was a foreigner in a new land and married Boaz, but she was loyal to her mother-in-law. So
there's so many stories and there's so many redemption arcs.
Yeah.
And we can. It's so easy for us to get to a position in life where there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no hope. It's the end. It's all too much. Let's just give up, bury our heads in the sand, and see tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, and you've been there.
Yeah.
And you listening have probably been there.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, and this is what I'm taking away from this, is every story that we've mentioned, there's always a redemption arc.
There is.
You know?
And
There's
it's all
always
about
a redemption arc.
having faith and having courage, having a boldness.
And to an extent, obedience.
Absolutely.
And just doing as you're told. When he gives you a push in the right direction, take it.
Definitely.
You know?
I think it's there is all throughout the lineage there's the divine redemption, despite the sordid backgrounds, but despite the morally complex and shameful situations, it's it's all about Jesus.
Jesus is coming. Jesus has come and is coming.
Yes.
To break the chains,
Yes.
of our own making,
Yes. Yes.
you know?
Yep. And, you know, in our brokenness, God offers us grace. And it's not about perfection.
No. Never has been, never will
Never
be.
will be.
I think this is a perfect time to head into a moment of prayer.
Okie dokie.
I know we're going to do something slightly different this time.
Okay.
So I've got a track to play behind the prayer.
Okay.
And it's an improvisation by a dear friend of mine
Okay.
called David McRae.
Yep.
And it's called A Heart at Peace. Improvisation number 1. You can find it on the YouTube channel David McRae
Let's drop a link.
Piano. Oh.
We'll drop a link in the comment
Yeah,
section.
we will.
Or in the description.
We'll drop a link. But I'm just going to say a quick prayer.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll do our challenges.
Okay.
Heavenly Father, as we've studied tonight, it is so obvious to me that you have the capability and the desire to use everyone
Yes.
and anyone,
Yes.
regardless of whether they fit into the spectrum of people that you would expect the creator of the universe to choose. Lord, sometimes we can get so overwhelmed by what's going on in the world around us and what's going on in our lives. Sometimes it can be really hard to keep our eyes focused on you. And when the poop hits the fan, sometimes it's easier to bury our heads in the sand. And Lord, I ask that if someone's watching this and they're in the moment of burying their head in the sand, that you just give them a tap, just to take their head out of the sand.
Lift their eyes towards you.
And to reach out to the people around them.
Yeah.
Or to us.
Yeah. And moreover, remind them of who they are in your eyes. Your beloved
Yes,
child. A child of God.
Lord, you made it so difficult to live a perfect life, but you made it so easy to accept that free gift of salvation.
Yes.
And the really interesting thing that happens when we accept that free gift is that you change us. You change us. It might be slow, it could be wildly fast, it could be easy, it could be hard, it could be mental. Or it could be invisible. And then one day you wake up and you look yourself in the mirror and you're a different person.
Yeah.
But Lord, you've brought us into a family. And you've made us a people that are called to love each other.
Yeah.
So Lord, I ask that if anyone is listening to this and they are going through a rough time, that you direct them to reach out to us. Drop a comment. If you know us personally, drop us a message.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you.
We're all brothers and sisters.
Yeah. So Lord, as we come to the end section of this video, we thank you for the overwhelming evidence that you've given us of how you are able to change people's lives.
Yes.
And we ask that you are in the position to do that for us,
Yeah.
so that we may be the people that you need us to be, to have the right conversations with the right people,
Yeah.
to show people that no matter what you've done, Jesus still loves you. We pray these things in the precious name of Jesus, so that we would receive no glory, but instead it would all go to him.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
So we've come to challenge time.
Challenge.
I have a challenge. Do you have a challenge?
I don't have a challenge
You
yet,
don't
but
have a
I've still
challenge
got
yet?
time.
You've still got time.
I've still got time.
So I've got a challenge.
Okay.
I want to challenge people to look themselves in the mirror
Mm-hmm.
and to ask themselves a simple question.
Mm-hmm.
Have they written themselves off as someone that God is willing to use and willing to love and willing to put in a position to make a difference
Mm-hmm.
because of something they've done, something they've said, something they've thought?
Mm-hmm.
And if they have, why?
Okay.
That's my challenge.
That's okay. So I'm going to offer a challenge from a different aspect, because that was I feel that could be quite a tricky one
Mm.
for a lot of people,
Yeah.
because it's it's facing a lot of truth about yourself as well.
Yep.
So my challenge would be
Mm-hmm.
is to go through the Bible
Mm-hmm.
and find 3 things that relate to you,
Mm-hmm.
that speak out to you,
Mm-hmm.
that reminds you of who you are in God's eyes.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You don't have to do both challenges.
No?
You can pick the easier of the two. Don't feel like you have to participate at all.
No?
You know?
If you're looking for a bit extra depth, if you're looking to push
Yeah.
yourself, go ahead and do them.
And don't be mistaken, these challenges are just as much for us as they are for the rest of our community.
Yes.
Okay? So I'm going to be wrestling with that one this week.
I'll tell you what. Let's end on a joke.
Let's end on a joke.
Are you ready?
Have you got a joke?
I've got a joke.
Oh,
But I think it's one I've already said to you.
okay.
So,
I'll not answer it.
okay.
Okay. Unless you want me to.
Who is the richest man in the Bible?
Go on.
It's Abraham, of course. He knew a lot.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a very sarcastic laugh.
You have told me that one.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yes, you have. It was on the conversation around the table.
Was
Happy
it?
little plug though. Yeah. Conversation around the table. We do conversations every Monday.
Yes, we do.
This week's wasn't around the table.
It was not around the table.
It was over a computer.
It was over the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, over the Wi-Fi. Where me and Summer Green sit and chit-chat about a specific topic. This last week's was about navigating Christmas as a Christian in terms of the commercialization of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an interesting conversation. I think we got a bit off topic.
Yes. Sounds like us.
Yeah, that does sound like us. If you want to be part of any of these videos, let us know. Drop us a message. We can organise something. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can make it happen because there is ways and means.
There are ways and means.
And we've got pretty good at that.
We have the technology. So yeah, if you wanna join, if you think you've got something to add to specifically to the genealogy that we covered tonight, then whack it in the comments.
Hear from you.
Yeah, have a gander. If you want to like the video, go down and press the thumbs up button. If you want to share it, feel free. If you want to subscribe and hear some more of us ranting on like crazy lunatics about Jesus, we would love to have you.
Hey, you speak for yourself.
Yeah,
I am a proud Christian. I'm not a lunatic.
I'm definitely a lunatic, but I'm proud to be a lunatic.
There we go then.
So on that note, we hope that you have enjoyed this deep dive and it's given you a fresh perspective on who Jesus is and where he has come from. Next week we'll be exploring the nativity and the moment of Jesus' birth. We would really love for you to join us on that one.
Yes.
Feel free to share these videos with anyone you think may enjoy and or benefit from them. Until next time, stay strong, keep smiling, and know that you are loved. Bye for now.
Bye for now.